Welcome to my week 1 battle of the ICP. This week, your Chicago Grookies are taking on App Raider, coach of the McChesney Park Slowpokes. I am very excited to be back doing draft here, especially in the ICP. It was really cool for the Pokey Professor to reach out and invite me. I am super excited. If you missed the draft analysis that went up last week, be sure to check that out. I will have it linked down in the description so you know all the members to our team. But without further ado, let's take a look at my opponent's team, what I'm bringing, and then we will get into the battle. So their team consists of Iron Valiant, Dragonite, Terra Ceruledge, Slowking, Terra Titan, Ursaluna, Kilowattrel, Okidogi, Malamar, Lurantis, and Pikachu. Now, one of the first things that I noticed with this team was a lack of hazards and hazard removal. He has no way to set any hazards. No stealth rocks, no spikes, no toxic spikes, none of it. And the only form of removal that this team has is Lurantis. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go hard in with sticky webs this week. Now, he does have a few Pokemon that are immune to sticky webs, like Dragonite and Kilowattrel, and actually some Pokemon that benefit, like Lurantis and Malamar. But I still think Masquerain was super good this week, really just to slow down Iron Valiant, but also to slow down Titan, because under Slush Rush, that thing is a huge threat. And as you'll see later on, too, even some of my slower Pokemon really benefit from having the sticky webs, allowing them to run attack-boosting natures versus speed-boosting natures. But we're running a pretty basic set on Masquerain. Aside from sticky webs, we are running Air Slash, U-Turn for some pivoting, and then Whirlwind just to prevent anything from trying to set up on Masquerain, whether it be like a Dragon Dance Dragonite or a Calm Mind Valiant, anything like that. We just don't want to give them that opportunity, so we will just phase them out. And then, of course, we have the Focus Sash so that we can get those sticky webs up. Up next, we have Gengar. Now, my opponent's team is pretty weak to ghost types, aside from Ursaluna, which is their only resist/immunity, which we're going to run the Terra Blast Fighting to hit that pretty hard, on top of Sludge Bomb, which hits Iron Valiant, as well as hits like things like Kilowattrel just a little bit harder than Shadow Ball would. But Shadow Ball is good for Ceruledge before it Terras, as well as Slowking, and then Psychic just Oko's Okidogi, because Assault Vest on that actually looks pretty good this week, so I'm expecting that. And then we're running a Life Orb just to hit even harder off of our modest max special attack. This is one of the sets I am most excited for this week. We are bringing a physical Dragapult with Dragon Darts, Acrobatics, Phantom Force, and U-Turn with the Power Herb. Now, the purpose behind this set is it is an answer to both Malamar and Lurantis if they get to +1. U-Turn can actually just kill Malamar. It's actually kind of crazy if he's offensive. And if he's running like max HP, he can't Oko us, which is really cool. Power Herb plus Phantom Force allows us to hit something really hard, and then boosts our Acrobatics, which hits both Iron Valiant and Lurantis extremely hard. And then Dragon Darts is very good to break a multi-scale on Dragonite and still hit it pretty hard. So I'm very excited for this set, and I really, really hope it works. So who was going to tell me that Corviknight learned dual screens? Because this was news to me. I originally wanted this to be like an anti-physical sweeper build, because I'm scared of things like Ursaluna and Dragonite, and so I wanted to run Whirlwind. Well, it doesn't learn Whirlwind for whatever reason, but it learns dual screens. Oh, forgive me. And at one point, I had an Iron Defense set, and Tom actually was the one who was like, hey, just run dual screens pivot. You know, it'll allow Dragapult and Gengar to get in easier, plus one of my other Pokemon that I have coming up here next. So I think this is going to be really good. And like I said, no way to, like, he only has Defog on Lurantis, so that's kind of, you know, difficult to get in. And if you do go Lurantis, it allows me to get things like Gengar in really easily and threaten it out. So I think this is going to be really good with screens. Speaking of the Pokemon that takes really, really good advantage of screens, we are bringing Belly Drum Azumarill, rocking just really standard set, Liquidation, Play Rough, and Aqua Jet. With the sticky webs and our speed investment, we can actually outspeed everything that isn't O-code by Aqua Jet. Mainly things like Okidogi and Dragonite, because Dragonite, you know, with the webs, it's not affected. So my goal is to get this in on something like Slowking or Titan, and set up a belly drum and then just win from there. Obviously, I would like to have screens up as well, just so we can live that hit a little bit better. And finally, I was still worried about like setup sweepers, and so I wanted something to kind of threaten them out. So I brought Gastrodon with Yawn, because I figured it either makes them want to swap out so that they're not sleeping, or if they do decide to go to sleep, I can go out into Azumarill and just get a free belly drum off. I was also a little bit worried about Kilowattrel, and we're rocking the Rindoberry just in case Valiant, or maybe something like Pikachu, rock an Energy Ball, or a Grass Knot. But yeah, that is the team. If you enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. See you in the battle. Okay, here we are with the battle. He brings Ceruledge, which is Terra Ghost, Iron Valiant, Slowking, Terra Electric, Titan, Okidogi, and Kilowattrel. Also, I just noticed that this is in frame, and it's going to bug me if I don't fix it. Okay. I'm very thankful not to see Dragonite, or Lurantis, or Malamar. Like, this is perfect. I just lead Masquerain here. Always. Always, 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 always. And we get up our Sticky Webs. I don't believe he has any multi-hit. Maybe Icicle Spear from Titan, but I believe I'm faster than Titan naturally. I think I can actually look at that. Yep. So we should be good here to get this off. So we see an Okidogi lead. And this is actually really good because we're going to Intimidate it. And then we also have Air Slash. So, also, this is my first time battling with the Switch 2. And I can already tell it looks really good. He got an attack raise. It looks like he's also going to get the Adrenaline Orb here. And we're just going to Whirlwind. That's what we're going to do. I could also Sticky Web. But at +1 speed, it's actually kind of threatening. So we are just going to immediately get him out of here. And he taunts. Okay. Not bad, not bad. But still, Masquerain into Okidogi. Yeah, my Air Slash is still doing a ton here, so we will just go for that. Good prep. Very good prep. Alright, we get off an Air Slash here, and that does a ton. A ton. Okay. I kind of want to preserve this. Because I can for sure get webs up later. I can for sure get webs up later. So I'm actually just going to pivot Corv and U-turn. Because this dies to an Aqua Jet. So, yeah, we'll do that. I like that play. We'll keep Masquerain up. We'll pivot this. We'll U-turn out. We'll eat a hit, we'll U-turn, and then we will Aqua Jet kill. Okay, so he goes for Drain Punch. That's fine. Alright, and I will just U-turn here. Okay, he goes for Thunder Punch. We do take it. Ooh, don't full pair me, please. Okay. Alright, so Masquerain's Air Slash did a ton to this thing. So it's not, like, bulky at all. It's pretty offensive. So then Azu, Aqua Jet doesn't KO. Okay, what's Okidogi hitting at? So 252. Jolly Nature +1. It can outspeed Holt here. This is not good. Does Gastro eat a hit? If he's max attack +1? Yeah, okay. So we'll just go Gastrodon here. Team's getting a little bit weaker than I would want, but he had a really good lead here. Alright, and we will Earth Power. And this will KO. Ooh, it's actually going to be close. A follow-up Aqua Jet will kill. Alright, awesome. Oh, we got a crit. That crit might have mattered. It was a roll. Gastrodon KOs Okidogi. I took a lot of unnecessary damage there by swapping, but I just thought it was best to keep Masquerain. Especially with the base speed of a lot of his team members. I I mean, actually, like, looking at it, I can really only get it up on Slowking, because he probably has Icicle Shard and Shadow Sneak on the 2 other guys. Okay, we see Valiant here. I am going to Yawn. I don't want him to, like, Calm Mind or anything for free here. If he chooses to KO me, that's fine. Okay, so he has Spirit Break. Okay, that is fine. Iron Val KOs Astrodon. And we know it has Spirit Break. Okay. This is rough. I won't lie, this is rough. How much does Dragapult do to that with a Phantom Force? Dragapult into Iron Valiant. Not enough. Spirit Break. Thunder Punch. Okay, I am going to make a risky play here, and I am going to go Azu, and I'm going to Belly Drum. I'm not in the best position here. A Thunder Punch will knock me in Citrus range, and then allow me to get the Belly Drum off. So, yeah, we're going to Belly Drum. He's got Leaf Blade. Okay, that's fine. It's still... Oh, actually, that might put us out of range. Fuck. Oh, we're just barely. Okay. If he has Vacuum Wave, it's over, though. We're at 9 HP. Let's see. Dude, this isn't going to plan at all. Okay, he swaps. And we see Kilo. Alright. Azu KOs Kilo. Alright. This is still, like, kind of even. We both just have really offensive teams, though, too. I just need to find a chance to get Masquerain in against... This has Sneak for sure. I need to get Masquerain against Slowking. That is what I need. Okay. We will just Aqua Jet again, but we're going to go down. Yep. Okay. So, Rule Edge, KOs Azu. Okay, so... If we look at Rule Edge... So Rule Edge, and I just want to, like, assume it's something crazy, like, I'm just going to pick a Choice Band. Choice Band Shadow Sneak with Terra Ghost into Pult, actually kills both of them. Okay, so we're going to go Masquerain here to Intimidate. And then I am going to go out into Corv. So Rillage is going to KO Corv as well. I could see him bringing Choice Band Terra Ghost. That's why I'm playing it kind of cautiously. Alright, and I am going to set up a Reflect here if I could Roost, but I think the Reflect is just so much more value looking at his team of just full physical attackers. Okay, so he's not choiced or anything. Okay. Alright, we're going to go Pult, and we're going to Phantom Force. I want to get rid of my Power Herb so that I can freely aggro on Val. So we're going to Phantom Force here. He's going to Sneak, that's fine. We eat it. Because I also calc for Terra Ghost, so... Alrighty. Bolt KOs Ledge. Alright, not bad, not bad. I don't know if Bolt takes an Ice Shard now. It should actually, considering it took that quite well. Okay. So now, Dragapult into Iron Valiant. And we have no item. Okay, so Acro doesn't, like, straight up KO here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna U-turn. I know it's not Scarf because I saw it swap moves. So we are gonna swap out here into Masquerain. And we're just doing this as a sack. I don't really need the speed boost anymore in the position that I'm in. Okay, it's Clear Amulet. It goes for knockoff, and that's fine. It wasn't really about the Intimidate. It was just about getting a little bit of chip. So Val KOs Masquerain. Okay. So now we go Pult. And we have Acrobatics here. We're gonna go for it. Oh, just barely doesn't pick up the KO. And I think that's game. I think we're gonna lose. The Clear Amulet was a good ring. It actually mattered there. Val KOs Bolt. I guess there I could have U-turned again. I guess. But yeah, we do lose here, unfortunately. Actually, I can Terra Fighting, so it is a mind game at this point, whether I do that or not. I'm not gonna Terra here. I think that's my play, to not. So I am just going to Shadow Ball. Ah! God damn it, I should have Terra'd. I should have Terra'd. It was a 50-50, you know, like, what can you do? What can you do? Val KOs Gengar. All right, GG's to my opponent. I definitely thought I had a really good prep there, but the Okidogi prep was just fucking crazy. I was not ready for that at all. They saw right through the fact that I was going to bring webs, and I've brought that set before, Adrenaline Orb with Guard Dog, but it didn't cross my mind. But if you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Be sure to sub to my opponent, and I will see you guys all later. Peace.